Let's make a Sunburst Granny Square. I'll guide you slowly, step by step, through the process. I'll be using US crochet terminology, but I will put the UK equivalent crochet terms up on the screen as well. You can use any yarn weight and relevant hook size, but today I'm using an Aran weight yarn and a 4mm hook. I'm going to start by making a chain 4 ring. Make your slip knot and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and create your chain for a ring. Slip stitch into that very first chain beside your slip knot. To start round 1, chain 3, and that chain 3 will act as your very first double crochet. Now we want to place another 15 double crochets into that centre space. So yarn over, insert your hook into the centre, yarn over and pull through. So you have 3 loops on your hook, pull through the first 2 loops, and pull through the last 2 loops to complete your stitch. Let's do another one together. So yarn over, insert your hook into the centre, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and pull through the last 2 loops to complete your stitch. So you want to add a total of 15 stitches, so at the end of round 1 you will have 16 stitches including the chain 3 from the start. And remember, if you're using UK terms, these are treble crochets. Feel free to pause the video here and I'll see you just before the end of round 1. I'm now at the end of my round, just going to work my very last stitch. And I do highly recommend that after each round you count your stitches. So at the end of round 1 you'll have 16 stitches including the chain 3 from the start. And to finish the round, slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. Just a quick note to say, if you are enjoying my content and want to help my channel grow, hit that like, save and subscribe button. For round 2 we'll start making our puff stitches. So chain 3, and that just brings our hook up to the right height. And we'll create our first puff just right at the base of that chain 3. It can be a little bit difficult, but it's right here. To start your first puff stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into that space, pull through a loop, and that's loop 1. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, and pull through a loop. That's loop 2. And yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, and pull through loop 3. Now yarn over and pull through all of the loops. Now yarn over and pull through to close that puff stitch and chain 1. Now we're going to repeat the puff stitch in each stitch around the circle. So the next stitch along is right here. So yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch under both loops, pull through, and that's loop 1. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and that's loop 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and that's loop 3. Now there should be 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Now yarn over and pull through to complete your puff stitch and chain 1. I'll do one more puff stitch with you. So yarn over and pull through a loop, that's loop 1, yarn over, pull through a loop, that's loop 2, yarn over, pull through a loop, and that's loop 3. You have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Yarn over and pull through to complete your puff and chain 1. So keep repeating this pattern around your circle and I'll see you towards the end of round 2. Feel free to pause the video here. I'm now at the end of my round. I'm just going to work my very last puff stitch. Remember to chain 1. To finish the round we will slip stitch into the top of that very first puff stitch. So we'll miss the initial chain 3 and we'll place our slip stitch into the top of the first puff stitch, and that just helps to hide the chain 3 join. So at the end of round 2 you will have 16 puff stitches. To start round 3 we will slip stitch into that large space below, and that just makes sure that our yarn and our hook are in the right position. To start round 3, chain 3, and that chain 3 will act as our very first stitch. Now we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to do 4 double crochets together. So yarn over, insert your hook into the space, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the first 2 loops only, and then stop. Start your next double crochet in the same way. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the first 2 loops only, and then stop. We'll do this one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the first 2 loops only, and then stop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Now chain 2. That's 1 and 2. Let's do this again. So work into the next space along, just right here, and we'll work 4 double crochets together. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and pull through the first 2 loops. That's stitch 1, stitch 2, stitch 3, and stitch 4. So this time you will have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 5 loops, and chain 2. That's 1 and 2. Let's do this together one more time. So stitch 1, 2, 3, and 4. You will have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn and pull through all 5 loops, and then chain 2. Just as a reminder, if you're using UK terms, this is called treble 4 together. So keep repeating this pattern into each space around the circle, and I'll see you towards the end of round 3. Feel free to pause the video here. So I'm now at the end of my round, and I'm going to work my very last group of stitches. Pull through all 5 stitches and chain 2. To finish the round, slip stitch into the top of that first group of stitches, and that just helps to hide the chain 3 from the start. So fasten off, and I'll weave that tail end in around the top of the circle. So round 4 will be the final round, and this is where we will convert that circle and turn it into a square. So get the border colour ready, and I'm going to use a nice cream colour. For round 4, get your border colour ready. I'm using a nice cream. I've attached it to my hook with a slip stitch, and you can pick any space around that circle and attach it with a slip stitch. Great. Now to start round 4, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that chain 4 will represent our very first treble crochet. In UK terms, this is called a double treble. So what we're doing in this space is our very first corner. So we'll make another 2 treble crochets. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into the space, yarn over and pull through. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So let's do one more. Yarn over twice, 1, 2, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 to complete your stitch. To create the corner, chain 2. That's 1 and 2, and place another 3 treble crochets into the very same space. Remember to yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 to complete your stitch. Yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2 to complete your stitch. Yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 to complete your stitch. Now we've done our very first corner, and the pattern for every corner is 3 trebles, chain 2, and then another 3 trebles all into the same space. If you're using UK terms, it's 3 double trebles, chain 2, and then another 3 double trebles all into the same space. Now we will work on shaping the side of our square by working the next 3 spaces along. In that very next space, work 3 double crochets. If you're using UK terms, these will be trebles. So stitch 1, 2, and 3. In the very next space along, we will work 3 half double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into the space, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Let's stitch 1, 2, and 3. Remember, if you're using UK terms, these are half trebles. Now in that third space along, we'll work another 3 double crochets. If you're using UK terms, these will be trebles. So that's stitch 1, 2, and 3. And now we're on to working our corner pattern again, which is 3 trebles, chain 2, and then another 3 trebles, all into the same space. So go ahead and work your next corner. So stitch 1, 2, and 3. Now remember to chain 2 to create your corner. 1 and 2, and place another 3 treble crochets into the very same space. So stitch 1, 2, and 3, and you've done your second corner. I just want to zoom out and explain the pattern for the side of the square. So we have our 2 corners here, and on that very first space we worked 3 double crochets. In the next space along we worked 3 half doubles, and in the next space along we worked 3 doubles. So that's the pattern for the side of our square. Okay, so we'll work our next side. Remember, this is 3 doubles. Let's stitch 1, 2, and 3. Now we'll do 3 half doubles. Let's stitch 1, 2, and 3. We'll go back and do 3 doubles. Stitch 1, 2, and 3. And now we're on to our third corner. Let's stitch 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 2 to make your corner. 1 and 2. Stitch 1, 2, and 3. We're on to the side of our square again. Work 3 doubles. Stitch 1, 2, and 3. Work 3 half doubles. 1, 2 and 3. Work 3 doubles. 1, 2 and 3. We're on to our last corner. Stitch 1, 2, 3. Now chain 2, 1 and 2, and place another 3 trebles. Stitch 1, 2, and 3. We're now on to our last side, so work 3 doubles. Now work 3 half doubles. And in that very last space, work your last 3 doubles. And to finish the round, slip stitch into the top of that chain 4 that we did at the very start. And congratulations, you now have done a Sunburst Granny Square. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching all the way through. If you want to help my channel grow, hit that like, save and subscribe button and leave a comment. And yeah, I'll see you later.